heart, and welcome to the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. This is the podcast that helps you to see that drinking less doesn't need to be stressful, lonely, or boring. I'm your host, Sarah Williamson, and I decided to have a year alcohol-free as a little life experiment and haven't looked back. With my experience and training, I now help other people with their alcohol-free or drink less adventures. You can find out more and sign up to my 5-day Drink Less challenge at drinklesslivebetter.com. I'm here to tell you that you can relax, connect, and have fun without alcohol in your life. Join me here each week to find out how. Look at the podcast show notes this week and see the details about the retreat that I'm running in February 2023. Book your place now. Today, I'd like to talk about holding it lightly. It can be whatever you'd like it to be. I'm holding something lightly at the moment. I'm holding it in my heart and in my head. I'm thinking about it, feeling around it, but letting it drift away and come back again when it's ready each time. I'm not clinging desperately onto it. I've released my grip. I realised I was almost holding my breath and trying to wrestle my way around it. But I've paused on that way of being. I want to give it the energy it deserves, and that energy is peaceful contemplation, not frantic panic. The difference between clutching tightly and holding lightly feels like the space between where I might squeeze the life out of something versus the opportunity to gently nurture, grow, and develop something into its most beautiful way of being. Holding lightly feels expansive and optimistic. Holding tightly feels fearful and doubtful. What are you clinging desperately onto right now? Can you imagine putting the thought or feeling, whatever it is, into your hands in front of you? Go on, actually do it now. Do it now. Put it in your hands and hold it out in front of you. Put your cupped hands out, stretch them away, bring them back into you, and then let them rest in a place that feels good. Look at that empty space in your hands. Soften your gaze. Just gently glance. See an image held in your open palms, just resting there. Imagine that the image is weightless and it could fly away at any moment, but it doesn't. It safely rests right there in front of you. You can move your hands towards you if you like. You could bring the image close to your stomach or your heart, or you could just softly watch it unfold right where it is. Let some time pass around you and your vision. Your grip is loose, but your heart feels full. Know that by holding it lightly, you are giving it space. You are taking away the desire to control it. Treat it kindly, with reverence, contemplate it, and then take aligned action. But just don't squeeze the life out of it, okay? Thank you for listening this week. Check out the show notes on this podcast or any other episode. You'll find details about the Drink Less, Live Better 2023 retreat, and you'll see the link to a hidden podcast episode to help you with your 5 p.m. cravings, and you'll be able to read about my one-to-one coaching program. I'm fully booked at the moment, but ready and waiting for you in September. I'd love it if you could follow and download the podcast, and if you feel inclined to leave a review, that'd be lovely as well. Thank you for listening in today. Come back again next week, and P.S. I believe in you.